What is up, all you audio heads out there? In today's video, we're going to be looking at two very different speakers. We're going to be looking at a name brand versus an off-brand speaker. And pretty much all of you already know the name brand that is already out there. I'm pretty sure you may know of Sony, there's Aztec, there's a lot of really good speakers out there. But JBL, when it comes to Bluetooth speakers, is the one that a lot of people kind of go to. This is the JBL Flip 4. I did a review on this speaker not too long ago where you could be able to take a look at the waterproof test, the sound test. You'd be able to kind of get your own thoughts on what you want to compare the two between each other. And you can take a look at that video down below in the description, and as well as the off-brand speaker, the Eduplink M6 Pro. This particular speaker, I got it off at, well, actually I got them both off Amazon, and I will leave links down below in the description so that you guys can find it down there and might be able to buy yourself one. But you can also find the review on this one. Everything that this went through the exact same thing. And in this video, we're going to be looking at a lot of the differences, what makes them different, what makes them set apart. We're also going to be looking at the similarities, and we're also going to play the sound on both of them so that you guys can hear the difference between the two speakers. And as far as my thoughts on the speaker, well, I guess you're just going to have to stay tuned because we're about to get into the nitty-gritty of everything. Now we're going to be looking at the stuff that sets them both apart. The first thing I want to tell you guys is that I noticed the weight difference in these particular speakers, and you're probably looking at it right now on the camera saying, RPM, the M6 Pro seems a little bit bigger than the JBL. Yes, well, obviously it is going to be bigger, but if you're like me, you know that JBL should, no matter what size the JBL is, even if the competition is a little bit wider, it should be able to outperform that particular speaker no matter what, because the price tag on this, you would think that it should outperform any of the cheaper brands out there. Well, I did the test on both of these, and to be honest, I'm going to be flat out honest with you guys. So far, I am loving the M6 Pro. I love it more than the JBL. Granted, I may take the JBL out more. It depends on which one I got charged first, and then it'll go out with me. But there's a lot of stuff that these have in common, and there's a lot of stuff that neither one of these don't have. So we're going to be looking deeper into what they're going to have. But first, I'm going to go ahead and let you guys hear the sound and everything, and let you see what you think is the best one. And then, again, if you haven't seen the review on the M6 Pro, you can take a look at the top of the screen right here, and you'll be able to click on it, and you'll be able to see the review because that's got the waterproof test and everything that goes further in depth on what I did with the M6 Pro. Okay, now we're going to take a listen to the music from both of the speakers, so you can kind of get a gist of the sound to see how or which one you kind of like the most. Yes, you may not be able to get a really understanding because you can't hear it in person, but I will give you a rundown of what I thought of the difference between the speakers as far as bass wise and what I like the most. And as far as music, the music is going to be coming from a site called creatorsmix.com. I will leave the link down below in the description so you guys will be able to find the music that you want. And yes, it's all copyright free music. So let's go ahead, let's jam it out with the very first song. We're going to be using the JBL Flip 4. And as I stated, I'm going to be pointing out some features with it. And we're going to go ahead and hit the play button on the phone here. It's got a nice little thump to it. I mean, it's pretty high as far as volume. It sounds really good. I like the bass. I like how the bass sounds with this speaker. It's got that rumbling. You can kind of hear it. If you're a content creator, I would recommend checking these out. And now we are going to connect the Eduplink and see how well that goes with the exact same song and everything on it. We got the Eduplink M6 Pro connected. So now hopefully this will sound as good, if not better, than the JBL. But like I said, I'm kind of leaning more towards the Eduplink. But as you can tell, it's got the whole LEDs going on. So it mainly goes by the beat of the music. And another thing that I want to point out with you guys on the Eduplink and the Flip 4 is that the button details, all the buttons that you need are going to be right there on the back of this. It's not going to be on the side. It's not going to be anywhere else on the speaker. It's not going to take up more volume coming out of the speaker, because neither one of these, to be honest, are not truly 360 because of where the button patterns are. Because if the buttons are kind of facing you guys, then it's not going to be 360. Whoever's behind it is, well, this way towards the speaker, it's going to be 360. But right here, right at the buttons, it is not 360. So they cannot say it's a true 360 speaker. Neither one of them can say that. This speaker right here is a true 360 speaker because it goes all the way around it, but it may not be as good as these two. as the Eduplink M6 Pro, the playtime for this particular speaker, it is 20 hours of playtime, so you get tons and tons of music with 20 hours not at the highest speed. So if it's really low, you'll get a lot longer. The battery size is 3600 milliamps. Its output is 2x10 watt. Bluetooth is 5.0, which is a really good thing to have. Memory card, yes. A noise ratio is 70 decibels, and drivers 45mm internal magnetic 4010 watt, which basically is a 5 watt base kind of deal, which is really good. So far, as I said, there's a lot of really gnarly stuff about the Eduplink, as you can tell from just what I just mentioned here. It also got the LEDs that the JBL doesn't have, and it also has the buttons all on the front side as well. A closer look at the JBL speaker itself. Time is 12 hours. The battery size is 3000 milliamps. So as you can see, the Eduplink will last a lot longer as far as playtime and as far as hours. Its output is 2x8 watts. The Bluetooth is 4.2. Memory card, no. Noise ratio is 80 decibels, and then the drivers are 2 times 1.6 40.64 millimeter drivers in it. That's really good as far as what this speaker can do. But as I mentioned, neither one of these are not true 360, so I would recommend, if you want a true 360, is to kind of pay attention to the 360s as far as speakers. And now we're going to look at the similarities that both of them have, that they both will kind of work with each other. The similarities, they are both waterproof. They are both IPX7, which means you could go up to 3 feet for 30 minutes. They can connect to more than one speaker. Conference calls, they're both wireless, and 3.5mm auxiliary. As far as what you guys like, drop it down in the comments. Let me know which speaker that you enjoy the most, which one you like the most. As I said, I did the reviews on both of the speakers, so you'll be able to get a more in-depth on which one you like the best, which one you like more, just by watching those two speakers, and then come back to the versus speaker, and then you'll be able to kind of say, okay, I like that speaker, I like this speaker better. But anyways, just drop it down in the comments. Let me know what speakers you want. And guys, my next video, we are going to be looking at the big guy behind me, the Be-Free 12 watt bass. I don't know what's all in this thing. I haven't really dived into it. But anyways, we're going to be looking at that guy right there. We're going to be doing the review on that to give you something besides the little bitty guys. So guys and gals, I am RPM Nexus, and if you are vibing, then you are in the right spot. I will catch you in the next video. And remember guys, hit the subscribe button and that bell notification. Peace.